keep it going for the Fringe Riders. They've been doing an amazing job. Guys, right out of the gate, let's address the fact that I'm wearing a jacket up here. Guys, it's because my shirt doesn't fit right. In fact, none of my shirts fit right, because I've gained 25 pounds. In fact, outside, a gentleman pointed out that my button was open and my belly button was exposed. Planning on that happening up here as well. Get ready for that. Guys, now, so friends I hadn't seen in a while have been like, yeah, Scott, you're gaining tons of weight, aren't you? Like, oh, thanks a lot, guys. But that is not as bad as when people point out something about you that you previously didn't know about yourself. Like on New Year's Eve 2005, when I was walking home in the rain with my buddy, and then he says to me, he goes, hey man, you know you're losing your hair like crazy back there, right? It's like, I didn't know. I know now. Now I know too much. As in, since that time, about, I don't know, 2,000 other people have also told me I'm losing my hair. So what I'm thinking about doing is get a tattoo on my bald spot that says I know. So just shut your goddamn mouth. You guys ever live a lie so long that you end up believing it? I do that all the time. I'll tell you about one of the worst. Whenever people ask me, hey Scott, do you still keep in touch with friends from high school? I go, oh no, because I went to this Christian school. And all those friends were like phony Christians. I didn't really care for them. Guys, the truth is I loved those people. Thought they were pretty cool guys. Also thought I was a pretty cool and popular guy. Until about halfway through senior year, I heard them talking around the lunch table about this crazy Phillies game they just went to. I was like, oh, you guys hang out together outside of school? When did that start happening? Why am I watching TJF with my dad every Friday night? And to make matters worse, we'd all talked about getting a season pass to go snowboarding. So I went ahead and got one. And then they all went ahead and got one for a different mountain. Like another mountain. And here's the thing, guys, there's nothing more humiliating than doing extreme sport by yourself. Night after night after night. Just tears freezing on your face. Guys, I didn't tell my parents about this because of, because of the shame. Didn't let them know. Which was unfortunate because as April rolled around and the snow started to thaw. Yeah, that's a word, thaw. As the snow thawed, my birthday also rolled around and my mom decided to throw me a surprise birthday party. Guys, in surprise, she invited 6 people who hated my guts. And then we all got in my dad's minivan and went and saw the movie Rules of Engagement starring Samuel L. Jackson, which was also disappointing. And then on the ride home, I sat in the front seat while they all made fun of me in the back seat of my dad's minivan. So the whole ride home, I just thought to myself, I said, you know, Scott, these guys aren't even really Christians at all, are they? And thus the lie was born. And I've been riding that lie solid ever since, guys. Didn't have sex ed in high school, that wasn't a thing. I guess they figured I didn't need it for a while. They were right about that, for sure. But my first sex ed class was in college, first year of college. You know, I was like familiar with how kids were born, you know, like 2 Christians got married. And then they did something, and then a child was born. But in the sex ed class, they were explaining in graphic detail how the baby was delivered. And right about when he was reading about how the baby was clawing out of the walls of the cervix, I started getting real dizzy. I was like, oh, that's weird. This isn't going to be good. And then the next thing I knew, I woke up on the ground in sex ed class. Guys, fainted. At the age of 18, hearing about how babies are born. But like, guys, I had just left high school, and I was trying to reinvent myself. You know, I bought a lot of Abercrombie & Fitch clothes that year. And I did not want anyone knowing that I passed out hearing about how babies were born. So what I did was feign diabetes. Started complaining about my blood sugar, got a lot of blood tests done. A lot of tests done, and you know, after a few weeks, people just stopped asking about it. It was great. Worked out pretty well. Guys, you'll notice I'm not drinking up here tonight, which is rare for me. It's quite rare. But over the holidays, I managed to black out twice due to alcohol, which is a new record for me. That is the least amount of times I've ever blacked out during the holidays. Then I had a conversation with my girlfriend where she said, you know, Scott, your drinking isn't my favorite thing about you. It's like, well, it's not my favorite thing about me either. As it's my second favorite thing. My first favorite thing is my drug problem. Have you seen it? It's unbelievable. Guys, thank you so much. It's been Scott Luhrs. Keep going for the Fringe Riders!